Hello and welcome. My name is Mark Hogan and I'm demonstrating my recipe app for CA2 for my mobile app dev assignment. So I'm just going to demonstrate the app on the right first. So I have a cake here. I'm going to add another one. So we can add bread and then add flour or something. And then you can add an image, save recipe, and then it adds it. You can also edit it. So we can make this a cake as well. Add more milk and make it a cake instead. You can edit it, and there you go. So you got a cake and it's all edited. You can also delete an item, so I can delete cake. You can also go into a cake and see the details, so you can see the instructions and the title, recipe details, and then you can go back. Then with a network request from Spoonacular, it's called, I was able to get some free data for online recipes. So it's just a list of online recipes and the images, and then in here I've also added the user preference, so you can change it. If I change the rotation, it stays the same. It's lagging now. There we go. It stays the same. And if I change it back, still the same. If I change it again, go back in, it says the same. Same either way. So now I'm just going to move on to talking about what I've implemented into the app. So I have implemented the room. I've created the DAO here, and I've created the data class for the recipe with a working recipes repository and recipe database. I've also, for the UI, I have implemented components like, I can show you here. I have used scaffold with a recipe top bar, which can be found in the recipe app. Yeah, there you go. Recipe top bar, and I use the center aligned top app bar for navigating through the app. So that it's not on the main page, but it's in here. So recipe details, and you can go back. And same with edit, it's here, and same with online recipes and the ad. So they all have the top bars. I also use lazy columns, so if we go in here, you can see I can scroll down. And I've also implemented the nav host, so navigation host here. So you can navigate between the different screens through the nav host here. So I've also implemented the state management stuff using a view model for each of the screens individually, and then initializing them in the app view model provider here. I have also included, as you can see here, the user preferences. So that's only included in the browse online recipes, so you can find that in here. So it has two different layouts: online recipes layout 1 and online recipes layout 2. The second one uses a lazy vertical grid to basically have it so you can have 3 in a row going down, and then this one has them all going down one by one. So you can see that in here in the browse online recipes view model as well. So it was implemented in here. I've also implemented the network requests, as you can see with the online recipes. So the HTTP is defined here. So I got it from a website called Spoonacular, which has a free database of recipes online. So that's defined here, and I created a data class for recipe network and recipe response. Recipes response is just a list of recipe network. And then in recipes repository, I created a new Spoonacular repository that gets the recipes using a API key that I set up online with my own account. And for now, it just queries pizzas, so that's why it's showing pizzas. And that's shown here in this screen. So then for additional features in add recipe, you can add an image. So you can add an image from the phone. And what that does basically is it saves the URI here, the image URI here. And then in the recipes screen, if I go back, I'm using coil and async image to essentially display that URI. So recipe image here, and it displays that image from your phone.